There was always the sea. There were the men and hard work, application and diligence. But in amongst the waves, the ship set sail to trade, to exchange, to sell and to explore, or to fish in the depths of the sea, to harvest these gifts from God. Whether the harsh winds blew or the waves lulled, people always rose to face the day and embrace the warmth of the sun. They dive with hope and faith to extract pearls from the coral world below. Waves interweave, necklaces embrace. Yet, the toiling effort of the hands didn't stop the creativity of the mind. Ahead of its time, Dubai planned for the present and the future. For others, history was fading. For Dubai, its story was just beginning. From the sea and sand, a dream came to life. The biggest harbour in the whole of the Middle East, the first free trade zone, the centre of communication and information technology in the region. Work to become the capital of the Islamic economy is underway. A pioneering spirit led to a diversity of aims and achievements, all with the goal of improving the quality of life to its highest level. And so it became the home of records. Dubai took on the challenge of building the world's tallest man-made structure, the Burj Khalifa. Its glittering summit seeming to reach beyond the sky above as it draws the eye from all across the city to its gleaming tower. A platform to gaze across the wonder of land and sea. A victory of the marriage of architecture and engineering with a shot of human creativity. A demonstration of outstanding vision and determination. The vision and determination needed to host an exceptional international event.
أخواتي وأخواني، هذه الإشارة هي فوز وهي نصر، كلهم ثلاث حروف. ثالث شيء اللي تعنيه I love you.
The story of winning, victory and love. They were based on two important pillars, the vision of its leaders and the greatness of its people. An extraordinary vision for an extraordinary international event. Expo 2020. It is one of the most important events that showcases the economic, the cultural and the touristic power of a country.
When His Highness directed us to go for the Expo 2020, I think from that day we had that challenge. You know, we have to run and we have to win. And I think I must really say that the team who've been working on this file for the last over 1 year and a half, almost two. You know, I think they did a good job, an excellent job.
Many benefits lie in holding the exposition, including the reinforcement of the relationships between the hosting city and the participating countries, the encouragement of cultural exchange and motivation of economic growth, as well as supporting future experiments and technological innovation. It's also considered a strong tool in reinforcing general diplomatic and cultural relationships.
Our leaders are very serious about having the Expo in UAE. I think when you look at UAE in totality, it has a beautiful story. And the story of UAE is not only about towers, building, development, it's about humanity. And the Expo is a celebration for all of us. Celebration for UAE, for its achievement, showcasing UAE and Dubai to the rest of the world. This is who we are. We are a nation that believes in people and human capability of delivering so many great things.
Dubai strives to create a platform for communication through the Expo, to establish new partnerships that guarantee prosperity and sustainability in the future. So the slogan of the campaign to host the event became "Connecting Minds, Creating the Future."
I think Sheikh Mohammed decided to take this challenge because number one, he felt that this will actually be a good way for us to use our considerable resources, human resources, what we have done with Dubai, what has been done in the United Arab Emirates, and actually human planning resources, and to try and challenge some of the other cities globally.
The World Exposition is one of the oldest international expositions in the world. It is more than 150 years old, and it has never come to this part of the world, never come to the Middle East, to the African continent, to the subcontinent in Asia. And so hosting a World Exposition here in Dubai would be a very big breakthrough, we believe, and also a very big signal to trying to bring something this big to this part of the world.
Quickly but steadily, Dubai completed its file and began to draw up the plans of the Expo's location. On a space of 438 hectares, the headquarters of the Expo 2020 will be built, a strategic location that was chosen carefully. Located equally between the two Emirates of Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and close to the new Al Maktoum International Airport, the biggest international freight airport, and the Jebel Ali port, the third most active port in the world.
The importance of Expo is, I think, number one, it adds to the reputation of the country. Number two, it actually creates opportunities, more than 200,000 opportunities for the UAE, for the Emirati, and also for the expat. Number three, actually it will grow the economy. In addition, for the new generations, when you build this big infrastructures in Jebel Ali, I think it's a big investment for the new generations to benefit a lot from it for the future.
Dubai raised the stakes to win the bid. 25 billion dirhams were put on the investment table so that the infrastructure would be ready and that the event will live up to the reputation of a country that has a long history of pioneering new ideas.
the highlights of Dubai for this expo, the highlights is the site of the expo, and also all those wonderful buildings which have been designed to be part of the expo site. I'm convinced that in November, after a fair competition, the best candidate will win.
In the United Arab Emirates, minds connect and the future is created. And that is the slogan of the campaign, by Dubai to host the Expo. A pioneer in the Middle East, North Africa and South Asia, opening a window on the international economy and allowing a diversity of human cultures inside. The three pillars that the Dubai bid is built around represent the cornerstone of international growth: sustainability, mobility, and opportunities.
I think when we're talking about Dubai always one of the best places, I would say, in the world, if it's not the best. You know, I mean, sometimes they might call us biased. Living in the UAE, it's very safe. It's a cosmopolitan place. It's really well connected to all the continents. You know, and I think that by itself is really one of the great factors that we'll be able to win it. I think in the end of the day, it's a political decision. You have to lobby countries to be able, there is more than 163 countries who are a member of the BIE, and you need them to vote for you, and the majority of votes that any country will get, that they will be the winners.
Around 25 million visitors are predicted to visit, arriving from more diverse countries than ever before. The economic, cultural and historic dimensions were not forgotten by the exhibition's designers in Dubai. From traditional Arab markets to the unique architectural legacy and the vivid trading environment of the UAE. While meeting at the same time the demands of the Expo and reinforcing the country's plans to diversify its economy. To adopt the culture of sustainability requires effort and political will. Despite the UAE having the world's 5th largest petroleum reserves and the 7th largest gas reserves, relying solely on these natural resources doesn't meet the big ambitions.
Our founding father had a vision that a lot of leaders in the world haven't seen. But they saw Sheikh Zayed and Sheikh Rashid. They saw what will happen in UAE today. They worked very hard. They spend tremendous time and energy. They work against all the odds in building a nation that we are proud of. And today, Sheikh Khalifa, Sheikh Mohammed, taking the whole nation to the future.
Transport is the lifeline that binds people through trade and services within cities and between countries. Dubai developed its infrastructure with this ideal in mind, taking advantage of its strategic location that it turned into an aerial, nautical and terrestrial passageway that links hundreds of cities and countries. A network that will continue expanding when hosting the Expo 2020.
We're not selling something that's not there. You know, we're talking about a global city because it is a global city. We're talking about a national success, the UAE's national success in attracting various nationalities, creating an environment for success.
Dubai is building one of the biggest and most modern airports in the world, the Al Maktoum International Airport. The airport will provide for 150 million passengers each year. That's 65% more than Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport, which is currently the busiest in the world. Through it, 12 million tons will be shipped every year. That's 3 times more than the Memphis International Airport, the biggest shipment centre in the world. The airport was designed to have runways that can receive all future generations of aircraft, where 4 Airbus A380s can land at the same time 24 hours a day. The completion of Al Maktoum International Airport became urgent with the Dubai International Airport getting close to reaching its maximum capacity. Most international airlines use Dubai Airport as a base for their flights to 220 international destinations. Over 51 million people travelled through it in 2012, and it set a record when more than 6 million passengers used it in August this year. It's expected to top Heathrow Airport in terms of occupancy percentage by 2016, inspired by the success of Emirates Airlines, the fastest growing airline in the world.
Dubai's infrastructure is second to none. The tourism infrastructure is as well world class. We have the hotels, we have the airport, we have the airlines, we have the public transport. We also have an environment, both culturally and entertainment-wise, that will really meet the needs of all the visitors to the Expo. So I could say that Dubai is ready, and it's ready today to host. And in 2020, it will be an even more amazing place.
The achievement of economic growth is one of the subtitles in the file that the UAE presented to host Expo 2020. The UAE is working on the development of ways to accomplish sustainable economic and financial growth. It hopes that this international event in Dubai will be a special platform for the inward flow of financial and intellectual abilities.
I believe that because the United Arab Emirates has such an international base that live here, more than 200 different nationalities, then we are really confident that we will be able to attract a very international profile to Dubai to attend this World Expo. And because Dubai is also a meeting hub, a place where people from all over the world connect, then we would also be able to secure significant partnerships, significant solutions that we will be able to be a part of. I think some of our other competing cities focus more on a domestic audience, but in the United Arab Emirates, the audience would be primarily international, and that is a differentiating factor for us. And if we look at attracting 25 million visitors, which is our conservative estimate, a large percentage of that, almost 70%, would be international.
From the womb of challenges, achievements are born. The harder they get, the greater the desire to meet them. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, has decided that this city will outpace the world, so it would become the capital of Islamic economy. For which a strategic plan was launched on the 5th of October 2013, so that Dubai will entrench itself as the centre of Islamic financing. A new dimension that Dubai and the UAE added to their economy is the renewable energy sector. To coincide with the International Energy Day, Dubai inaugurated the first phase of the Mohammed bin Rashid complex for solar energy. It's a first of its kind in the region, in its size and energy generation. It falls in within the Integrated Strategy for Energy for 2030, part of the strategy of the Dubai government. From the responsibility to develop renewable energy techniques, Masdar City in Abu Dhabi was constructed as the world's most sustainable city. It became a centre for developing renewable energy. It provides a high quality of life with less environmental harm, but without harming economic benefits and growth. In the world of finance and business, Dubai attracts the biggest international corporations that take the city as their headquarters. It is a pillar of prosperity and a platform to market merchandise and products across the Middle East, North Africa and South Asia.
When you visit Dubai, you get the impression of what humankind can achieve when they have the commitment, the faith, the vision, the resources, and I think what you see is an impressive achievement. What you see is the modernity and at the same time the strong identity of a country. What you see in the Emirates is the future, and you see in which way a country can implement a long-term vision with success, and this is the case of the Emirates.
Every day, the economic branches of the country strengthen its ability to achieve growth through foreign trade and continuous progress in the ladder of competition. DP World today has become the third largest operator of marine terminals in the world, with its portfolio of more than 65 ports. Its strategy is based on growth and use of modern technologies. Currently, plans are underway to further expand its capacity to 19 million containers in order to be able to receive the generation of giant container ships. This has therefore given Jebel Ali Port the title of the best port in the Middle East for the past 19 years. The Emirates became known amongst the world's capitals as one of the most significant meeting spots for the most influential economists in the world, whether for the variety and scope of its many exhibitions or for the major conferences and forums that are held here.
Dubai is a global city. Dubai is a city where ideas are born and ideas progress and ideas are incubated. The United Arab Emirates as a national platform represents also a progressive agenda, an agenda that although existing in a difficult region, seeks to be global, and the values of this agenda are positive. They are really about progress, tolerance, success.
Having Dubai Airport as one of the most important hubs linking Middle East, Europe, America, Asia, I think it's an asset. Having also the road infrastructure very well developed, having also skillful personnel working for not only for Expo. I have seen only high-level specialists working in Dubai.
Despite Dubai being a destination for business people and an important centre for economists and industrialists, its tourism also dominates the scene and fascinates the eye. The UAE has succeeded in raising its competitiveness of tourism over the past years through a well-studied strategy aimed at attracting the largest numbers of tourists through promotional campaigns in different parts of the world. The increase in numbers had a direct impact on regional tourism competitiveness indicators and global tourism summits, as the most advanced in the sector of tourism and aviation. The contribution from travel and tourism of the UAE for 2012 was 50 billion dirhams, making 40% of the total GDP. Dubai is still working on further improving its influence as a regional centre to host different events and exhibitions, one of the most important pillars on which the Dubai Vision 2020 for tourism is based upon. Dubai's vision aims to attract 20 million tourists a year to the Emirate by the year 2020. The best way for Dubai to reach these numbers would be to increase events and points of tourist attractions, infrastructure and services, focusing on three key factors which promote Dubai as the perfect destination for the family, an important point for business and a place for world-class festivals and events.
I have no doubt that Dubai is able to implement an exposition to the full satisfaction of the BIA member states. I'm quite convinced that if you should win, you will do a real fine job and you will have a great Expo. And I was in particular impressed with the infrastructure and the control of the infrastructure we saw when we visiting also the police headquarters.
In just 6 months, the number of hotel residents passed 5 million, and the flow of tourists doesn't stop all year long. Dubai's visitors enjoy its classy facilities, its clear seas, and its breathtaking deserts.
World expositions have a significant economic impact. We estimate that direct benefits would be along the lines of 17 billion euros. We're talking about more than 277,000 jobs that will be created. But not only the economic legacy is important for us, the educational and cultural legacy is equally important. And so we're looking to create a university in that space, as well as a national museum, and of course the new Dubai World Trade Center would be moving there as well.
The UAE's top priorities are knowledge, science and technology, and it's built entire monuments to this end. It was first in the list of top 10 emerging educational destinations in the world and has built an outstanding mix of international university campus.
We have 200 nationalities, all the religion of the world. They live in peace and harmony. And this is the essence of UAE. In a short span of time, almost 40 years, 41 years.
أهلا وسهلا بكم في دبي.
Välkommen till Dubai.
欢迎来到杜拜。
Dall'Enak Jam to Dubai.
Bienvenidos a Dubai.
Не сердно Дубай. Добро пожаловать в Дубай. Dubai is a beautiful place. مرحبا بكم في دبي.
Living and working in the UAE are people from different nationalities belonging to around 230 nations.
His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, gives us a tremendous support in the tourism sector. And as we look at Dubai, and we look at Dubai as one of the world's leading tourism destinations, and a destination that's always improving and always moving forward and moving up the ranking of tourist destinations globally, the Expo is an event which would be a culmination of all we've achieved to date. So all of us are very excited about the possibility of hosting the Expo. And the Expo would definitely be something which would add to Dubai's landscape and would add to the event sector in general.
The UAE represents an international example in openness to people, civilizations and cultures. This is one of the most significant pillars of the Emirates' efforts to host Expo 2020.
For the new generations, when you build this big infrastructures in Jabal Ali, I think it's a big investment for the new generations to benefit a lot from it for the future. In addition, actually it will add to the infrastructures. So many projects, so many companies will be coming. 25 million people will be visiting Dubai in 6 months.
Since its establishment, the UAE built a balanced and moderate policy towards regional and international issues while considering its national interests. A line that gained its respect and appreciation and allowed its word to be heard in international forums. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs created a main article on its schedule to support the efforts in the international scene to host the Expo 2020.
Dubai's file is a very solid one. You know, it's the commitment of the whole country, is the capacity of a very modern society, a very modern economy with a high degree of technology, and also, you know, with the support of the whole Emirates because of the solidarity, but apart from that, because of the 50th anniversary of the foundation of the Emirates. That means a national project supported by the whole states making part of the Emirates.
On a solid ground of security and political stability, the Emirates built its balanced economy that made her immune from global economic risks. Today, it is categorized as one of the safest and most secure countries in the world.
You take these concrete achievements to this forum and you say, well, why not Dubai? Why can't the Middle East do that? And I have a good feeling. I think the team has done a fantastic job. We at the Foreign Ministry, of course, have played an assisting role, as we do in major, all major national undertakings.
What I did enjoy about the location is that it exudes a business atmosphere that you see business delivering on expectations.
For the 7th year in a row, the Emirates reinforced its economy's ranking internationally and jumped to the 23rd spot on the Global Competitiveness Report of 2013. Issued by the World Economic Forum in Davos. It was the only Arab economy in the Economies Based on Creativity and Innovation report and was top in the Arab world and 5th internationally in the survey of economic freedom.
When we take that word commitment, we know that Sheikh Mohammed is committed to the UAE, he's committed to Dubai, and he's committed to development. He's committed to challenges that he sees that are essential in achieving this development.
Succeeding in different areas made the citizens of the UAE one of the happiest people on earth, according to the UN. The results of the Happiness and Satisfaction Survey showed that the people of the Emirates are the happiest Arab citizens and in 14th place internationally. The government's efforts and its different sectors helped the UAE to achieve first place in competence in financial policy. It was first in Arab countries and 5th internationally in the field of enabling cross-border trade. From the eternal calmness of the desert to the noise of crowded markets, Dubai provides activities and shopping fairs throughout the year. Visitors to Dubai are fascinated by the massive activities and events that pack the city, a beacon of stunning and outstanding locations.
I expect from Dubai to organize an expo at the level of their capacities. I think to do their best. I think that we will work very closely together, and we are going to have an expo which will be, a model, a paradigm of what a good expo has to be.
UAE has imposed itself on the world stage by working towards one vision. A vision that has put the UAE in amongst the highest ranking countries in the world, therefore creating a solid future for the people of the UAE and the future generations to come.
Nobody understands how Sheikh Mohammed thinks of these new and innovative and exciting different projects. I think for him this was about really pushing and challenging us to try to do something that is much bigger than ourselves. We're competing against some big economies with large populations that are G20 countries.
A translation of the successive achievements of the UAE and what has made it an example of modernity, competitiveness and development. The United Arab Emirates depends on its strategy to bring happiness to its people, therefore making people's satisfaction as an indicator of success. All hearts stay united for the decades to come, towards unlimited success and loyalty for our beloved United Arab Emirates. This combination of efforts combined for the UAE to hold the front seat across many fields. It's brought together by a political will that draws from the past and brings in the ability to challenge and unify, to build a country that is for the benefit of its people, and that sharpens political determination to continue to lift the country to where it should be, to continue to be a pioneer and to stand out amongst the rest of the world.
Dubai.